The war in Ukraine, now stretching over 1,400 days, has entered a bold new phase. On a frigid January morning, Ukrainian forces struck 3 Russian oil platforms in the distant Caspian Sea, far from the usual front lines. Kyiv released dramatic drone footage of the explosions, confirming direct hits. This was more than a tactical move. It was a strategic blow at the heart of Russia's energy industry. The Caspian, once considered a safe haven for Russian assets, is now a battlefield. Ukraine's message is clear. Russia's economic lifelines are no longer untouchable. The psychological shock in Moscow is profound. No asset is immune. This marks a shift to asymmetric warfare, where Ukraine leverages technology to strike deep and hard. By targeting oil infrastructure, Ukraine is eroding the financial foundation of Putin's war machine. Each successful strike forces Russia to defend assets far from the front, stretching its resources thin. The Caspian attack has opened a new front, one that targets Russia's economy and psyche. Moscow's response was swift and menacing. Russia launched a nuclear-capable Oreshnik hypersonic missile, not at the front, but at Ukraine's western Lviv region, just 60 miles from NATO's border. The message escalation is on the table, and the West is being warned. Russia's official justification was muddled, blaming a supposed Ukrainian drone attack on Putin's residence, a claim quickly denied by Kyiv and even dismissed by Donald Trump. The real motive was clear retaliation for the Caspian humiliation. Hypersonic missiles are nearly impossible to intercept, and their use so close to NATO territory is a dangerous provocation. Putin is testing Western resolve, hoping to intimidate Ukraine's allies. But this act reveals desperation, not strength. The Oreshnik strike was meant to sow fear, but it exposed Russia's eroding military advantage. The world is now closer to a perilous confrontation than it has been in decades. The international community reacted with alarm to Russia's hypersonic missile launch near NATO territory. The UN Security Council convened an emergency session, with Western nations united in condemnation. The US called it a dangerous escalation, highlighting Russia's disregard for global security. The incident galvanized NATO, reinforcing the alliance's commitment to Ukraine. Instead of sowing fear, Russia's actions strengthened Western resolve. Russia's ambassador responded with threats, demanding Ukraine's surrender and warning of relentless military action. The world saw through the bluster. Russia's isolation was on full display. The Kremlin's language was that of a bully, not a peacemaker. The global community stood firm, exposing Russia's true intentions. Beyond the headlines, Ukraine's civilians endure the war's harshest toll. This winter, with temperatures plunging to -15, Russian attacks on energy infrastructure have left over 1 million Ukrainians without reliable heat or power. Kyiv faces daily blackouts. Survival is a struggle. The UN reports 2025 as the deadliest year for civilians since the invasion began. Thousands killed or wounded. Russia's strategy is clear: break Ukrainian will by targeting civilians and infrastructure. Yet, Ukraine's spirit remains unbroken. People adapt, support each other, and persevere. On the Eastern Front, Russia intensifies its assault on Chasiv Yar, aiming to breach Ukraine's fortress belt. Ukrainian troops hold their ground in brutal, grinding combat. The human cost is staggering, but Ukraine's determination endures. The war's true battlefield is in the resilience of its people. Russia's escalation has only strengthened Western support for Ukraine. The UK is developing Nightfall deep strike missiles for Ukraine, extending Kyiv's reach far behind enemy lines. Advanced weaponry is flowing in, allowing Ukraine to disrupt Russian logistics and command centers. Financial aid is also surging. Norway pledges nearly $400 million to repair Ukraine's energy sector, while the EU provides a $90 billion loan. This economic lifeline keeps Ukraine's government functioning amid war. Talks are underway for long-term security guarantees, signaling enduring Western commitment. President Zelensky is finalizing a historic security pact with the US. The message: Ukraine will not stand alone, now or in the future. The arsenal of democracy is both a sword and a shield. As battles rage, a quieter threat grows. MI6 chief Blaise Metroweli warns of Russia's campaign of chaos, cyber attacks, disinformation, and political interference across Europe. The Kremlin seeks to destabilize democracies, divide NATO, and weaken support for Ukraine. Hybrid warfare is now Russia's weapon of choice, projecting power through sabotage and subversion. Western societies must remain vigilant and resilient. By exposing these tactics, intelligence agencies make it harder for Russia to operate in the shadows. The West understands the war is fought not just on battlefields, but in the digital and political arenas. The struggle is global, autocracy versus democracy, in every domain. The Caspian strike, Russia's reckless response, and unified Western support have brought Putin's regime to a crossroads. The war is no longer distant, it's hitting Russia's core, economically, militarily, and diplomatically. Ukraine's government grows stronger, while Russia faces isolation in internal instability. The Caspian attack proved Russia's vulnerabilities. The hypersonic missile revealed its desperation. Western resolve is unwavering, with advanced weapons and security guarantees on the table. Putin's options are shrinking as pressure mounts from all sides. This is more than a turning point. It may be the beginning of the end for his regime. Autocracies can shatter quickly when their myth of strength collapses. The war he started to restore empire could be his undoing. From the Caspian Sea to the Kremlin, the endgame may be closer than ever.